few of you that have seen my makeup videos want me to tell you the products that I'm using whilst I'm doing my makeup. So I'm going to do that for you today in this one. So we're gonna start with the e.l.f. face primer. I'm just gonna smooth this all over my face. I'm gonna use the NYX eyeshadow primer in white, but I'm only gonna do it for this bottom part of my lids right here. I'm gonna use this nude color NYX primer and then go over the top brow bone area with it. This is a cheap LA Colors palette. I got 50% off at a drugstore the day after Christmas. So we're just gonna use this brown color and put it in our crease right here. This is gonna be like a nice transition shade for our other colors. So just blend it up a little bit like that. For our crease, we're going to use this Bloodline Beauty Dress Me in Roses palette. And we're gonna use Admiration, and then we're gonna put that on our brow bone and blend it with that transition color. And we're gonna use this EJ Makeup Without Boundaries Anniversary palette. And we're going to take this beautiful mint green shade here, and we're going to put it right here. Just tap it in, and you can add in more color if you're not satisfied with how deep the color is. We're just gonna add a little bit more after I do this. And this brush has a bit of a rounded tip, which is good to kind of draw that straight line to get it a little bit more precise. I really love this mint green color, it's so pretty. And we're gonna kind of color outside the lines a little bit. And just bring it out here and fill that in, just like that. And make sure you're patting to pack in that pigment, okay? We're not swooshing across or smearing, we're patting. And then we're gonna get a bit of a smaller brush and use MJ, this darker shimmer, and we're gonna tap it on that outside part and fill in that point. You're gonna tap it. We're not smearing, we're tapping, just like that. And this is another cheap makeup palette, Revolution Beauty, I think it was. I got it at Target. And we're gonna take this green color. We're going to gently brush it right here on our crease to marry everything together like that. We're gonna put this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. However you decide to apply this under your eyes, I really don't care. Remember, I am not a professional. I'm just an everyday human being. We're gonna get a beauty blender, your finger, a foam triangle thingy, whatever you have, and we're gonna blend that in nicely under our eyes. Then we're gonna go back and get this KRS Mint Green and put it under our eyes like this until the color shows up how we want it to show up. So I might go over this a couple times. Then we're gonna go back and do the same thing with Gratitude. A little bit further out. And we're just going to keep putting that on, keep layering it until we get the pigment that we want with this. And again, we're not smearing, we're tapping, or you're gonna flick shimmer everywhere in places that you don't want it to be, and it's gonna mess up the whole look. Or you might wanna do that because you want sparkle. But here we're just gonna tap it. Then we're gonna use the Bloodline Beauty Contour Palette. It has these various different shades. You can't really go wrong with this. And then I like a slight bronzed look. I'm gonna use this color and just go on my natural cheekbone line, which is right here, and just make sure I get that blended really good. We're gonna do that to both sides. And we're gonna get our jaw, get that blended a little bit more. We're gonna get our jaw on the other side like that. We're gonna do the top of our head like this, and then we're gonna do the sides of our nose. This is an old Lancome palette in Shimmer Tangerine. I'm We're just going to gently dust this on our cheeks like that. Then this is my favorite e.l.f. highlighter. We're gonna get the top of our cheeks. I love me some highlighter. I wanna invest in a good cream highlighter. Get that in. Then we're gonna do our nose. Gotta get that, just gonna do the finger and get my nose because I love a good nose highlight. Blend that in. Get my chin and the top of my lip. Sorry, my lips are like super dry, so they're kind of crusty. I apologize for the crust. Then we're gonna take this white NYC eyeliner pencil and we're just gonna do our waterline because we want this to be a fresh, bright look. From the cheap LA Color palette I used earlier, we're gonna take a little bit of this gold and just put it in the corner and blend it so it's kind of uniform with everything else. Then we're gonna take my favorite Bloodline Beauty lashes and we're going to put these on. I am not a good lash person, but I do use this Duo lash glue. I put a little on the rim, maybe even 2 coats. We're gonna let this dry just a little bit for like a minute or 2, and then we're gonna put it on. And then once you get them on, you can use tweezers or your finger to try to squeeze them in place and then adjust them so that they're where you want them to be. And we're gonna use this Bloodline Beauty brow pencil because some of us plucked and tweezed ours to bloody hell back in the 2000s, 90s. So we're paying for it. Then we're gonna use this Bloodline Beauty gloss in Bronzed Goddess. I'm just gonna put that on. This is a nice little coral brown color. Just a little bit more here. I'm gonna have that on. Then I'm gonna comb my hair out. And there you have it. A nice little bright green day look, or it could be a night look. Really easy. I hope that was a nice little in-depth tutorial. I'm also gonna post this to my channel. So thank you for watching.